Hey friends, Drew here in the beautiful Innisgrove neighborhood in West Grove, Pennsylvania with my friend Elaine. She's been a client of ours for a while now. We've helped her with a number of different projects here around the house. And she called us recently to do a roof inspection. And when I showed up today, I started to ask her what prompted her to reach out. And the story she began to tell was just absolutely mind-boggling to me. And the thing is, we hear this all the time. And so I want this conversation to serve as a bit of warning for you. If you get somebody knocking on your door offering you a new roof, you need to hear this conversation. That's next on this edition of Forever Home. Here we go. Elaine, welcome to Forever Home. Tell us what prompted you to reach out about this roof. Tell our viewers here today what the conversation was that you had with these gentlemen at your front door.
Okay. Well, a couple of weeks ago, we had some men knock on our door around supper time, and my grandson ran and opened it. I would not have opened it, but there was a man there telling me that he was there from a company they were doing new roofs in the neighborhood. And he pointed out that our neighbor on the other street had already gotten a new roof. And I remember seeing them doing that a few days before. I had driven by and I thought, why are they getting a new roof? The house is only about 14 years old here in this neighborhood. But he explained that we had had terrible storms this summer going through, and pointed out one bad storm June 19th. I didn't remember that, but he said that a lot of the roofs had damage, and that I said, well, I didn't see any tiles on the ground or anything. And he said, well, the corners of the roof of the tiles could be lifting up, and that's how the rain's going to get in. And we can, you can't repair those. You have to have a new roof, and they don't make your roof anymore. You'd have to have a new roof. So he said that he could fly a drone over my roof and show me how bad my roof is. And so he took our number, or our street address, and my phone number, and he was going to have his boss call me in a couple days. So yes, the boss called me, and I said, I'm not really interested in having my roof inspected. No, you don't understand. You could have a lot of roof damage from what happened this summer, and we'll fly the drone over. He repeated the whole story, and he said, I really should come. How about in 2 days? Well, I'll be there in 2 days. So anyway, it was over the weekend. I called and I canceled it. But I thought, you know what, I'll just have Drew Cope come, because he's worked with me before, and I've always been very happy with Drew. And I'll have him look at my roof. He's been on my roof before. He's actually inspected my roof and put some roof patch around a vent pipe that I had. So anyway, that's what I decided to do. So Drew's going to do that for me and look at my roof. So, but these fellows were very insistent that I desperately needed a new roof, and that they would make sure that I was taken care of before the cold weather came in. And he pointed out all my neighbors who were agreeing to get a new roof. My neighbor up the street, a neighbor over on Sligo, a neighbor down on Moringa, and it was an urgent matter to get this done this fall. So anyway, that's my story.
I'm starting to play with some business coaching and things, and you'll start to hear on some of our other videos, but a couple of things they're using urgency. Oh, you've got to get this done right away. They're in a time crunch, and we're going to be in the neighborhood while we're there. And all of your neighbors, social proof. Let's listen to all your neighbors who have hired us to take care of their things. And you're not even a local company. Why are you driving so far to come do work out here? Do you not have enough work near you that you need to drive 3 counties over to come and try to find people to do storm damage repairs for? Like, really? Like, what's going on with that? So this is very common. We hear this a lot, and we call them storm chasers for a reason. And if they can find a storm that they think they can maybe run over the insurance company with, why do you think your homeowners insurance rates keep going up and they're so high? It's because companies like this are manipulating and forcing the system and getting people roofs where they really don't necessarily need one. So we're going to get up on the roof. We're going to look today, and we're going to find out. I haven't been up there yet. I don't know. We're going to go up and we're going to look, and we're going to see if we see anything that seems like obvious roof damage. And the thing about the corners peeling up, we just showed you a video a couple weeks ago of a homeowner that we went through, and we sealed down a bunch of loose shingles to try to buy them another year or two on a 25-year-old roof to help extend the life just until they could save the money up to do the roof replacement. So you can seal them back down if they're lifting up just a little bit. Not that big of a deal. And just some of the manipulative tactics that these folks are using with Elaine and some of her neighbors. It breaks my heart. I think it's awful. But let's get up on the roof. Let's take a look. We did do some repair work. We had a stovepipe exhaust vent for the furnace that just needed a little extra sealant goo. We did that a couple years ago. So we'll check and we'll see how that's holding up. And we recommended the pipe collar repair boots 3 years ago. I don't think she did them at that time, but we're going to look and see if it makes sense to put those on right now. And we'll show you what we show you, and you can decide whether these folks we're taking her for a ride or whether they are being honest. Let's get up on the roof and see what's going on. Here we go.